Oftentimes we moved from place to place. The worst thing about all this moving is I had to make new friends every time. I'm 15 and I try to be in sports, but it's hard. Now, before we get properly started, I should probably tell you, I'm actually an orphan. My parents died and my aunt and uncle adopted me, making my little cousin more like my little brother. This all started a while ago, one night, when I was in my room. I turned on my favorite radio station before lying in bed. However, I heard something when I turned the radio off. Like scratching. I stood up and I saw a light coming out from my closet door. I nervously got up to investigate. I walked over, and when I opened the door, there was nothing. Confused, I looked around my room. When I turned around towards my door, I saw a silhouette standing in my doorway. I screamed, and then the silhouette turned on the light, and it was my mother. "Honey, are you okay?" "Yeah, Mom. I just had a bad dream." My mother then held her hand on my forehead. "You're burning up. Try to get some sleep, okay? You have school tomorrow." "Alright." The next night, as I lied in bed, again, I heard scratching on my door. But this time, the light coming out of the sides of the closet were even brighter, and I heard whispering. Whispering? That's what I want to call it, but I'm not entirely sure that's what it even was. Now, as I heard the whispering, I saw that the doorknob was starting to jiggle, like someone was trying to open it. I hid under my covers and waited for it to stop. When it did, I stood up and I went to investigate the door. The moment I walked up to it, the door swung open and I screamed. My mom instantly opened the door. "Honey, are you alright?" "What? Mom," I tried to tell her what happened, and she said, "Don't worry, it was probably just a bad dream. Are you sure you're feeling okay? This is the second night in a row. Honey, just try to get some sleep, okay?" I agreed and waited for her to close the door. I took one last look around the room, and I looked out the window as well, where I saw that there was a branch scraping against my bedroom door. That's what was making the scratching sound, I supposed. Did I say bedroom door? I meant bedroom window, my bad. Either way, that's what was making the scratching sound, so I climbed back in bed. However, then I was woken up yet again by the light, the whispering, and all that. But the whispering was getting louder. Much, much louder. To the point where it was almost screaming. I had enough and I stood up and I walked over to my closet door and I swung it open. When I did, again, I saw nothing in there. Angrily, I turned around, but the moment I did, I felt something breathing on the back of my neck. Every hair in my body stood straight up as I slowly turned around. A lightning flash revealed to me who it was. I screamed and I bolted into the hallway, because what I saw was a face that resembled a clown, except it had blood smeared all over it, and crazed, glowing eyes. As I ran into the hallway, I looked up in horror as I saw half of my father was hanging from the ceiling by a noose. Lower half of him was missing and he was dripping blood. My mother was also on the floor, bleeding out, stabbed clearly several times. I turned around to run, but I was immediately met with a sharp pain in my gut. I looked up, and I saw the face of the clown. It began to laugh, and I passed out. I woke up in my aunt's arms. She was terrified and crying. I was in an ambulance. I asked what happened, praying that what I had saw had just been a dream, and that the wound was from something else. My aunt explained to me that my parents had died and that she would probably have to adopt me. I haven't gotten over it. I'll never look at clowns the same way again. Never will I ever look at clowns the same way again.